Hello there. Question for you. Do you have an SSD in your laptop? A lot of people do these days, and they're really good. Huge improvement over years ago when we were using laptops with spinning disks. Massive upgrade, makes a fantastic difference. Next question is, have you already installed the SSDkeeper software from Condusiv Technologies? To demonstrate it, I've got two identical Dell XPS 15 laptops. They've got the same spec. They've both got 16 gig of RAM, an i7 processor, and of course they both have SSD storage. So what I'm going to do is hook these up on the desk. I'll remote onto them so that we can switch to the big screen, make it easier to see. And I'll run a benchmarking tool called ATTO Disk Benchmark. And we'll see what sort of difference the RAM caching technology makes to laptops with SSD storage. Does it improve the transfer rate of the read I/O traffic? Let's see. I'll hook these up. We'll flip over to the main screen and we'll run the test and have a look and see. Okay, so I've got everything set up. We've got a remote session onto both of the laptops, and I'm running a copy of the ATTO Disk Benchmark tool. And what we'll do is have this generate a whole bunch of storage I/O traffic to the SSDs that are in the respective laptops. Now, the one on the right is the machine that has the SSDkeeper software installed. Okay, the one on the left doesn't have it. So the one on the left really is our vanilla benchmark. So what I'll do, I'll start the ATTO Disk Benchmark running just a moment, and it'll step through creating different sizes of storage I/O traffic. It'll start very small at just 512 bytes, and it will step up right up to 64 megabyte sized IOs. Keep an eye on the bars that are going to appear in the bar chart here. And the ones to really keep an eye on are the grey bars representing the read I/O traffic, because that's what we're going to try and serve up from the RAM cache in SSDkeeper. The more of that read traffic we can satisfy at the speed of RAM rather than the speed of the SSD storage, the greater the transfer rate in megabytes per second is going to be, the faster it can process data. Okay, test is finished, and it's quite conclusive. Now, let me just scale the bar charts so that they're exactly the same scale factor. There we go. So, it's pretty obvious looking at those grey bars that introducing intelligent RAM caching can really help boost the performance of that read transfer rate. SSDs are already very fast, which is fantastic, but look what a difference that SSDkeeper software makes.